Hi Paula, I'm so glad you asked us to make these videos where we can just talk to you. You know, I watch you all the time, so I feel like I already know you, but I didn't think I'd ever get to meet you to actually get to talk to you in person, so I'm kind of excited about making this little video. My name is Mary Rice. I am from a small town in southern Illinois, lived here all my life. What I do for a career is I do physical therapy, and I work in early intervention, which is babies from birth to 3, and I see them in their homes or daycares or wherever they spend their day. And I also work with the elderly in home health. I do therapy for them also. And you know, I love both ends of the spectrum. I love the babies and I love the older people, and so basically I really enjoy what I do most of the time. However, I am getting older and it is getting harder for me to do, so I entered this contest thinking, you know, it would be really great to get to go to Savannah and meet Paula and maybe make a dish on TV for a contest. You know, I think that would be the highlight. I really don't think I've got any award-winning talent or recipes, but it would be so fun and I would be so honored if I was chosen. But I really think that one of the main reasons I wanted to make this little video was to tell you a funny story that I might never get to tell you otherwise. I'm married to a wonderful man, and he travels for his job a lot of times. And this particular time, he was in Georgia. So he was talking to me on the phone, and he wasn't going to have to go in over the weekend. And he really likes to get out and see new places. You know, when he's out, he likes to be adventurous. So he was talking to me and he said, you know, I just wonder how far I am from Savannah, because he knows that I want to go there and go to your restaurant so bad. And I said, don't you dare go to Savannah without me. Well, he just laughed and kept egging me on, you know. A little bit later on that day, I got a picture text from him, and it said, guess where I am? And it was a picture of the Lady and Sons sign outside your restaurant. Well, I called him right up, and I said, you dirty dog. You knew I wanted to go there. Well, he didn't eat there, Paula, because he knew that wouldn't have a very good outcome. But I told him, I said, well, if I ever get to Savannah, I'm not going to take you along this time. But anyway, hopefully one of these days we can get down there and we can eat at your restaurant, and you know, maybe you might be there or one of the boys and I might get to meet you. I don't know, but it would be a thrill just to eat some of your famous cooking that I see you make all the time on TV. Some of the challenges I've had doing these videos is that my kitchen isn't really set up very well for filming, and you know, much to my chagrin, I don't have an island to stand behind. I truly wish I had, because I don't really like looking at myself or even listening to myself sometimes when I rewatch my videos. But you know, I wanted to share my diabetic pie recipe, and I'm glad I got to do that. And there are other ones I've noticed other ladies have put sugar-free recipes, which I'm going to be able to get and try for my uncle. And some of my patients that I've had are diabetic, and you know, I like to share food with people. And you know, I came from a home where my mother, we didn't have a lot of means sometimes, but that was something you could do for other people, was to bake them something, you know, for a birthday, or if they were feeling down or, you know, grieving or something. That's what you did. You made them something good to eat. And you know, she always tried to make things look a little fancy or a little pretty, you know. But the thing about my mom was that she usually made things that other people didn't go to the trouble of making. She made homemade bread all the time, and everybody loved my mom's homemade clover leaf buns, and she would always make homemade blackberry jelly. So lots of times that's what she would take people, was her buns and her jelly. And you know, everybody remembers my mom for that, for her giving spirit. And a lot of people have told me that they know now where I get it, because I love to do that. I love to make something and take it into the nursing homes, or you know, take it to people and share it with them. And you know, to hear some of those people say, you know, when they talk to each other, boy, she makes good cookies, or she's a good cook, or she's so sweet for bringing that. That's like a reward in itself. And that's the thing that I think everybody wants to get out of this, is that we love to cook and we love to share it with people. And we can't all be on TV, but it's been a fun experience. And I have to say, one thing that I have realized about myself is that I have lots of recipes with Philadelphia cream cheese in them, but I really didn't utilize all the different products they have. And I was kind of surprised when I just started, looking and seeing everything they did have. I would usually just get the brick of cream cheese and add things to it, which is wonderful in itself, but there are some ways to save steps by getting the flavored varieties. And so anyway, I've learned that I need to expand a little bit on the things that I use in my dishes. And I've just really had a great time trying to come up with different recipes. And I'm like so many of the ladies that I've read their comments, that I've come up with lots of good things that I would love to share with people, but they exceed the hour limit, whether it's the cooling time or whatever. So for you ladies that do win, I hope that you can use some of the things I've come up with when we make the cookbook. And I would be honored just to have my recipe and my name in a cookbook with all of you great ladies. Lots of different twists on carrot cake, so it'll be good. Well, Paula, thank you very much for letting me air this. And if the other ladies get to see it, I would like to say that I really haven't been as conversational with ladies as a lot of them, but I love to read what they're saying to each other, and I really just don't have a great deal of time on the website, on the internet. And I'm an older lady who isn't as technologically advanced as some, so I do have a little bit of difficulty. But if someone has spoke to me and I haven't got their message or answered them, I apologize. But I do love people inviting me to be their friends, and it's just a wonderful network of ladies, and I just love what you say to each other and encourage each other. And I just think that this is probably going to be a really great lasting thing for a lot of people on Facebook or however they communicate with each other. So thank you, Paula and Philadelphia Cream Cheese, for sponsoring this contest and for all the great things that you do. We're going to keep cooking and baking and loving your product, and maybe I'll see you in Savannah.